and that's a common Terra type for Goodra. The fattest dragon.
Yes.
The friendliest dragon. Goodra loves you.
Except it loves you so much it doesn't realize it's melting you as acid. That's literally the description. I think that was Goodra. One of its forms, it states that it will, like, press itself against its, like, trainer, not realizing that because its body's covered in, like, corrosive acid that it starts melting them. Something like that.
Yeah, and Beware gave a hug so great, many trainers end up in the afterlife. Beware killed you with kindness.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe Beware isn't in this game. That's a shame. I would have loved to see that thing, because I fucking love that thing. Its stats are so damn fat. I also can't remember, did it have Scrappy as an ability?
I think? Don't quote me on that, though. It's been a minute. Okay, go beat up Edgy the Hedgy.
Before I do, I just want to look at everyone else. What moves are you all given by default? Okay, you have Earth. You have Earth Power naturally. That's okay. You have like nothing good. Wow, you just wow. Yeah, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Game. I know the one thing, it's because Lodi Hall is a stone evolution.
Gotta go beat up Edgy the Hedgy. Just as DDD planned.
You know, the funny thing is, I think if you made like 1 or 2 adjustments, this team could actually like be genuinely good in a tournament. Where are they standing?
You register at the
Oh yeah.
League Lady. You register an official battle.
Let's be honest, when I say make 1 or 2 adjustments, what that basically means is replace Kingdra was walking awake and Goodra was Iron Hands.
Everybody needs damn it. Every good VGC team needs their pocket Iron Hands.
Yes.
Everybody has pocket Iron Hands. Pocket Iron Hands is invincible.
Like, I genuinely, unironically think if you were to basically do a team that was like walking, it's like walking like Pelipper, Urshifu, the fucking sun-based like Ogerpon, even though it's a fucking rain team, and then you fill the like rest out with Paradoxes that basically is a VGC viable team. Or you didn't put, like, Iron Hands and then I guess, like, Fluttermane or something.
I'm gonna catch people off guard with Golduck. It's gonna be great. No one expects Golduck.
Because Golduck is mid.
You're mid. Golduck's great. I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, I really, you know, I don't want to be that guy that says, like, oh, Sword and Porygon are useless now, but we are kind of at a...
Okay, Golduck and Kingdra have the same special attack. The only...
Even Kingdra.
Is kind of mid.
Even Kingdra, like... Now, I will be fair and say their stats are very, very close, because Kingdra is 540 and Walking Wake is 590, so their base stat totals are very close, so it's not much of a difference, but, well, it's not much of a difference, Walking Wake is faster and stronger than Kingdra, and that's sort of where it matters. Well, it's not just faster and stronger, it's also, again, you have the one Steam move, which is stronger in Rain,
Yes.
but then is also stronger
In the
Sun.
sun, yes.
Meaning if they try to set up the Sun to counter you, you make it stronger. This is why someone who primarily does singles when talking about a fake leaf made a joke that Walking Wake is an illegal Pokemon because it's the first 3-type Pokemon, because when it's in the sun it basically gets Fire Stab.
That is a multi-skill Dragonite.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
got the nerve to bring the ogre now of all times.
Yeah, I know it's multi-scale.
Because we talked about this.
I should have brought player off. Come on, Dragonite. Come on, do something stupid. You know you want to.
It has Hurricane.
Did I crit?
Nope, it was the choice, man.
Fucking choice, man.
Exactly.
Multi-scale fist, you fuck.
You went through the power of bullshit. Here comes the Intimidate. That Porygon is packing like all the nonsense.
And that's why we slop into the fattest dragon this side of the Mississippi.
Here's the Vega.
Damn it.
Hyper Beam! So you're gonna have to recharge, son.
I guess let's just try to actually get damage off. I was thinking of maybe trying to acid spray, but it's kind of frail already.
It is super
It's
frail!
already, so let's just damage.
That should just kill. Oh, no. Wait, yeah, you are kind of full.
This is the set that I think has like no.
It's mid amounts of. Take that!
I think
Bonk.
this set has like no special investment.
I think it was a mid amount of special.
God damn it.
That's adaptability, by the way.
Adaptability life orb!
He knows what he did.
Also, because of how long the rain is will last, and I'm pretty sure that's Damp Rock on their end.
I don't think it was a Damp Rock.
Rain
Yeah.
1 of 5. Okay, so it's 3 Polygon left, I guess. It's just Hornly. Actually, wait, Overpond is faster, so I guess it's Hornly to you, and Surging Strikes you.
Because.
That shit ain't gonna matter.
Yeah.
And then I can revive. I'm gonna get down to the last thing. Fucking like Life Orb.
Adaptability doubles your stab, and they gave that thing Hyper Beam, and Life Orb adds another 30%. And crits ignore Light Screen and Reflect, so. It's not luck! He's rigged to do crits.
True.
Oh, that's bullshit, though. I have the power of God and anime on my side.
These are basically the two anime for antagonist legendaries. Overtime is faster. It's at +1. This is +1 double stab. Oh shit, went away, and
There is a reflect. Oh.
Yes, but I'm going to be at +2, and
Well, the thing is, if you...
it's going to be +2 and neutral, but I'm also clicking Ivy Cudgel, so I could actually...
You might get a lucky crit.
Ogre Pawn, if you love me, you will crit.
What I was going to say, if you had reversed and terrestrialed into water, because you could crit through the shield.
But it's 4 times resisted.
He terrestrials that thing
Oh yeah,
into fighting.
Oh yeah,
You
I
wound.
keep forgetting about that.
I remember this time. It's terrifying. Then the funny thing, while there's almost no way to get him to use it, that Dragonite was Terra Normal and it has extreme speed.
What the fuck, game?
They know what they do. I mean, she's still long.
Did we crit?
No, too much damage. I never said that wouldn't work. Now, to cover why that does stupid amounts of damage, it's a 100 power move. Ivy Cudgel was 100 base, but it is a fire move. So it's stab, so it gets 50%. So that would be 150. But the terrestrial form doubles your damage. So it doubles from 100 to 200. Because it's double stab.
I also remember, because of the mask,
You get a 20%.
it's 120 power because of the mask, because it gives the 20% boost.
Well, first your stab doubles.
Yeah.
So 50 becomes 100, so that was 200 power. Plus 20% mask.
Yeah, so...
And you were at +2.
Yeah, so 120, so 120 doubles to 240, and then the swords dance.
Well, you were at minus.
I know it was the -1,
But then you got your power, you got the +2, so your attack stat was doubled.
Yeah.
Stab will do it.
Yes.
Ogrepon's by no means a weak
This
opponent.
is why Ogrepon very similar to... very similar
Damn it.
to...
I should have cracked this joke after you closed him over the head. Hey, Karen, I guess you could say this battle is Ogre.
Yeah. I also guess you can't bear this loss. I don't even know that one.
Other good joke that I should have cracked at the beginning. You throw out the Ogre now of all times. Ogrepon stops the battle, runs over to Kieran, hugs him. And then he's just standing there. Just hugs him. He's just
I don't need your pity.
No, he's just standing there, flabbergasted. I don't know what to do. Like, she wouldn't know better. But then, yeah, should have said it when you beat him. Hey, Karen, I guess you could say this battle is Ogre. Yeah, but then to follow up your stupid pun, and I guess you could say you couldn't bear my victory. I don't know what that is.
This is funny because Kupfu is one of the legendaries. If you do that one guy's like side event, you actually
You get a cup for, yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I just had to crack the terrible pun because you actually beat him with Ogre Pun. So
It's Is Cup Fruit actually viable in Little Cup, or did they just no? just no.
I believe it was never allowed. Because it's a fucking legendary.
Yes.
Its stats are not that bad. I just had to crack.
So, I guess to be fair, at the same time, I believe its stats are close to the stats of, like, the first form of a few, you know, pseudo-legendaries. So it's one of those, if you look at the base stat total, I could see someone thinking it's like, this base stat total is, like, really close to XU or something, so... Because it's a legendary that evolved.
Other good joke you could crack for the... Like, this battle is Ogre's pretty good, but then another good joke... Hey, Kieran, I guess you could say this was a Ogre Alston. Oh, come on! It's time for the question of the day. And my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway. What member of Kieran's team do you personally think is the worst member? I thought this would be an interesting topic because I love seeing people talk about stuff like this. A lot of people think the Dragonite is bad because it mostly focuses on special attack, but Dragonite's special attack is good. And Hurricane in the Rain is good synergy, but I will agree Dragonite's physical attack is higher. The Porygon Z, I think, is really good, and a lot of people do that kind of thing for memes. Even Hyper Beam isn't a bad choice as a emergency nuke button. His Incineroar lacks some common moves people would use on support sets, but people do forget Incineroar has a good physical attack stat, so even if you're running an Incineroar for some support, trying to deal damage is not that bad. Politoed is in a similar boat, where it can be somewhat supportive, but it can deal surprisingly good damage. While Incineroar and Politoed are both generally ran as bulky support sets, they both hit really hard. So if you wanted to have some support options, but still hit your opponent really hard, Kieran's sets are not that bad if we're trying to deal slightly more damage instead of running those two entirely as bulky sets. People do forget they can both hit really hard. The Hydrapple is really bizarre, where its moveset's pretty good, but the Terra type is a little bit random because fighting doesn't really help you as much as a bunch of other types would. Because Hydrapple is 4 times weak to ice. Most people end up running a Hydrapple with a Terra type that's designed to help deal with the ice weakness while also helping with a couple of other common weaknesses, because Grass Dragon is really weird. It has some good resistances, but it also has a good chunk of weaknesses, and a good few types hit you for neutral damage. So a lot of people will basically run a Terra type that removes most of your common weaknesses, or at the very least, alleviates a couple of them. I can quickly cover some Terra types. Terra Fire was seen as pretty good. Terra Fairy is okay because fairy types don't have a lot of weaknesses, and gaining an immunity to dragon is a plus. Terra Steel gives you a good chunk of resistances and covers a lot of your common weaknesses as well, because steel types are notorious for being super resistant to damage. So using Terra Steel, you basically do cover ice, dragon, and fairy. Terra Water is also used for a similar reason, because that helps a lot. You generally want a Terra type that removes a weakness or two, or at least makes a lot of things neutral. For a while, a lot of people were doing an off-meta Terra Poison, because that had an oddly specific matchup. Terra Dark is also okay. It really does depend, because Grass Dragon is very bizarre, since you basically lose to ice. So if you remove your ice weakness, that's generally considered a plus. Helping to check some other weaknesses is solid as well. And High Travel actually has pretty good bulk if you Terastal, because you remove your kind of bad typing. And there was a time where people were basically running kind of weird Terra types to basically offset a lot of things, because becoming a pure poison type isn't the worst trade-off, because you can run an Assault Vest and you can have Regenerator and you still hit really hard, and that basically removes a lot of weaknesses, because most people are not going to target you with ground immediately, because you start off as a grass type. Even pure grass is an improvement, but most people generally want to remove ice. So again, fire is pretty good as well. Another good, slightly off meta choice was Terra Electric, because Electric is only weak to ground. So that at least gives you a buffer where no one is going to click ground against you until you Terastal. Because you also have to remember, some people would run Terra Blast, but you had some kooky coverage, so you could run some decent surprises, and most people don't think fighting is super good. In general, you want to lean towards fire, ice, fairy, steel, and poison. Water and electric being kind of fringe choices. Terra Dark was also okay, because with an Assault Vest and Terra Dark, you stopped common Psy-Spam teams from hitting you with psychic damage, but you did need to worry about fairy damage at that point. But you could stop some common Pokemon. It really did depend. So the choice of Terra type can vary a little bit, but most people thought Kieran was not really using a good Terra type, but I've been rambling for a while now. Anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments. Or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you're subscribed to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.